Hey everybody, Cal here, bringing you episode 21 of our Necromancers Let's Play of Total War Warhammer. Last time, we completed the siege of Altdorf and are in the process now of securing the province against invaders. It will be just a short 2 turns before we have walls up in Grunberg and the Altdorf garrisons all sorted out. The province is making quite a bit more money for us, so we have recruited a ghost-based army, or I guess a core of Hex Wraiths and Cairn Wraiths for Gustav's army. I'm not completely dead set on it being Gustav's army that's set up this way. I might switch them over to Kemmler if I decide that's the right thing to do, but yeah, the point is Ghost Army. And I think there's going to be more and more of that as time goes on because the Chaos Invasion started as well last episode. So, our goals this episode will be to sort of hold Grunberg, and maybe if we can try to catch out the Emperor, because his army is not in very good shape right now, and maybe push into Nuln. I'd like to get something done in that capacity, but we'll see what we can do. For now, we need to choose a technology to research. Increased weapon strength for the Cairn Wraiths and Hex Wraiths would be nice, because we are planning on going down that path. But I think right now we're trying to do some expansion, so I think spreading the Vampire Covens is probably the best bet for the short term. So, with that research in, Kemmler is busy raising skeletons. Ludwig is up here just helping out public order. We have a decent income this turn, and we're only recruiting some cheap units next turn, so if we wanted to build something with our current money, we could. I'm thinking it's long past time that we put in a Balefire Brazier in eastern Sylvania here, and just try to corrupt up the mountains around us so that it's harder for the dwarves to keep coming back, because that's turned out to be a bit of a problem. I probably should have done that long ago. Actually, we can reduce the cost here. There we go. Much better. Yeah, just to get all this corrupted for us. We also have one of those in the Moot that's nicely corrupting up Averland and Grenstadt. I think my plan is going to be to kick the Empire out of Nuln, try to take as much we can here in the south, just consolidate our power, maybe get rid of the dwarves down here, who don't like us very much, Averheim obviously, and then if I can, I'd like to subjugate the Empire in Grenstadt. Just leave them that one province to sit on at the end of things as our vassal. So that's if everything goes my way, then that's what's going to happen. So I think that's all of our forces taken care of. I guess Ludwig could move down here if he pops out of here. Is public order still positive?
Darkness comes.
I wonder if we just swap his units into Kemmler's army. Then Ludwig can be the one to pop across the border and grab our units for us. He does have a Gravedigger, so maybe that's what we'll do. We'll send him to recruit some units across the border, which will let Kemmler stay safe here. So, I think that's everything we were planning on doing right now. Stirland has negative public order, but it, I think, is okay. Yeah, that's not in any kind of danger right now. So we can go ahead and end the turn there. I'm curious to see what the Empire's going to do. I suspect he's just gonna run straight into Nuln and try to start replenishing. That's probably the wise move. Probably the wise move for the Empire, but he seems to just be stood there. He's stuck in the... Is he stuck in the river?
Stand before me and ask proves you are no craven. But cowards often live longer.
So they've ended their non-aggression pact with us. Probably because we're unreliable because we attacked Averland. But that's okay because Averland are dicks. So I think our policy from now on is just going to be not to trust the AI players at all. Assassination failure. The Greenskins have confederated with a bloody hand. That's generally good news, I think, because it means that the Greenskins are getting stronger, or the bloody hand got really weak. One of the two. The Brayherds come, so that's fine. Okay, and Gustav. I think. Question is he going to come in to try to help with Karl here, or something else? I don't think Franz is in range of Nuln yet, but he could move in and attack us if we go in. So it's a bit of a precarious situation, I guess. What I think. So yeah, public order is stabilizing very quickly now. Ludwig can get across the border here into Workbad, and this appears to be forest. Yes. Actually, get into the forest over here, maybe. And he should be able to raise a whole bunch of stuff. So we seem to have lost our corpse carts in the battle for Altdorf. So we should definitely raise one of those. This is probably going to be another siege, so I think most likely what we need is some poison, some spearmen for taking care of all that nasty cavalry. We'll take the 1 unit of bats, which is all that's on offer, and then fill up on skeletons and skeleton spearmen. And I think that's... we get 1 unit of zombies. I guess we don't need quite that many skeletons. That's probably enough. And just fill up on zombies. So we can go ahead and raise that, and then go into ambush here. And where can the Empire reach to? Empire can get about as far as that. Abarash, I can't move out right now, but Gregor might be able to. Well, we can send Gregor Richterlos into Nuln to create trouble there. I don't want to move Kemmler out of here, because just 1 turn later, we'll have our walls here, and Altdorf will be basically secured then. And I can't see anyone kicking us out of it without us having something to say about it. We also have a famous battle site here with 3,400 units, which I think it hasn't. Oh, we have to be in Altdorf, not in Grunberg. So that's that. Our big battle here in Nordbad has really paid off, because it's made a nice battle site for us to recruit whenever we want. So the question is, do we want to take out Carrick-Gadrin first, or Averland? We keep having to go back to Carrick-Gadrin, and I don't really want them to grow any more powerful than they already are. So if we go this way, then we should be able to attack them next turn. So we'll go up and ahead that way. This will also give us an opportunity to recruit. a couple crypt ghouls, which we were mentioning we were short on, because we need a little bit more magic damage. Okay. Remember, could get up a little bit farther here, just to give us some scouting. And no reason not to make them unhappy. It seems to be oh my god, an impronounceably named beastman warherd here. But apart from that, I think we're good. Yes. So once again, we have our garbage army and our only marginally less garbage army here. And we'll, I guess, march on Nuln next turn. I'm not really sure why the Emperor hasn't moved in there.
You are not welcome in my
war
court,
with
yet
someone
here
else
you are,
who's...
friend or foe.
I'm not really sure what's going on here, but our force here is hidden, so if he doesn't go into Nuln, we'll be able to do some trickery and get him caught out. So with that, we'll end that turn, and hopefully we'll have some excitement upcoming here. I'm a bit, well, more than a bit worried about what the dwarves are going to do. They now have a huge area of land up in the mountains there. This final patch to Game 1 has boosted them up again. I remember for quite a long time it was the greenskins that would get quite powerful down there, but the current patch seems to have... so Ludwig was spotted. That's okay. So it looks like these guys are going to go in to Kerkadrin for us. We could assault the garrison. It's not a very big or powerful garrison. What is the sack value on it, though? 2487. That's enough. That's enough to make it worth our while. So we'll head on in there. We need to build at least a battering ram.
It will be a mass grave.
We'll kick up. Alright, so I want more armor. 15 more armor is not bad. Puts us up over 100. His melee defense is also not amazing, so maybe that's the other way to go. I feel like melee defense is going to be more useful here. I'm not going to give him a steed just yet. It's sort of interesting. I haven't given a mount to any of my White Kings. Oh boy, rebellion in 20 turns. I can't imagine anyone actually waiting around for 20 turns for rebellion to occur. We might be in some trouble if the beastmen attack us, but I think we'll be all right regardless of what goes on there. Down this way,
Do not take me for a fool.
Karl Franz is still just sat there. Not really sure what his deal is. We can't get to him, and he can't get to us. So I think do any of these heroes have the ability to... Nope. Okay. So I think if we go in and siege them with Ludwig's army,
War. Destruction.
and we'll just start building some stuff. Banner of Eternal Flame. I don't think this does anything against the Empire units, to be honest, but we'll just throw it on these guys because they're here.
Bring me
Siege.
zombie fodder.
I need more minions. March.
We're going to push the Fellbats Oh, I guess we can't put the Fellbats into Ludwig's army. Not without trading back. That's okay. Put the Fellbats in, and we will take some skeletons. Yeah, because I like Ludwig to have the bats. And where can we get to? Get to here.
Across the map.
And we can't hide here apparently. But we can get Hildegard into Kemmler's army, as well as Gregor would put us over the cap. So why don't we
Make them suffer.
why don't we knock out one of these zombies
Unleash undeath.
and put Gregor into that army. So
This action does not have my
I
consent.
think this will push Karl Franz to come in against us this next turn. Things seem to have settled down here. What do the garrisons look like? Yeah, that's that's a good garrison. Grunberg is reasonably well protected. It's not perfect, but things are looking pretty good. Was there? Oh, I think Wertbad could be upgraded if we had the money for it. So I think we're going to leave Rickard
Follow me.
over here in eastern Sylvania, just to help with income a little bit more, and then next turn pop him over into Stirland to help with the upgrade of Wertbad if we get enough money from the sieges and such. Just to check here, we have some extra units now. So if we cancel these and start again, no, still 2 and 4 turns for siege equipment.
Destruction.
Which is annoying, but hopefully they'll sally out against us. They'll make some mistakes here. And with that, I believe we'll end turn 96. So next turn for sure we'll have some kind of action going on. Okay, the Emperor has decided to move away rather than towards us. I guess he's going to go hightail it back to Grenstadt. I think he's been in the process of downsizing his army because we've taken away most of the Empire's income in the past few turns here. Okay, now we have beastmen raiding our lands. That's pretty annoying. Boris von Zanger, an enemy Empire captain, assaulting units in Wissenland. That's annoying. Crooked Moonwa. I'm okay with this. Waldenhof, Eastern Sylvania, has some raiding, which is this. That's quite a bit of money they're taking from us.
It will be a masquerade.
Like I say, I can't say I'm happy about that. Should have.
Them suffer.
Yeah, we have our siege equipment here. Not going to bother with this. We've seen this exact siege with Gustav attacking Kadrin, like, I want to say 3 times already, so we're just going to auto-resolve this. Yeah, very easy win. A little bit of money, not enough to bother with a sack. We're just going to raise this. We got a good attacker trait, leadership plus 10, order size plus 30. Very nice. And we have unlocked the Claw of Nagash, which I believe means that Gustav is up to level 20 now, which means that we could, if we put the point in Hellsteed, get him into a corpse cart, if that's something we wanted to do. I kind of like him on the horse, though. I mean, the corpse cart gives him more health, but it makes him much, much slower, which I think puts him at a much, much higher risk of being just squished by something unpleasant. So this is 36 melee defense, 16, so this is just 16 leadership. So this gives melee defense in addition for 15 seconds. That's a nice ability to get. And Gustav will head back down the mountain next turn. So that pushes the dwarves back by 1 region, I guess. They're up here in the mountains, but they only have minor settlements. There's all kinds of stuff down here, though. I think it's hard to get up in there, though. with the vampire counts. You end up just wasting turns and turns. It takes like 6 turns to get an army in here. So if I can avoid it and just let greenskins take care of this for me, then I will. Down here, I don't know if we have quite enough money to do anything. We can't attack this turn yet, but the Emperor is in no position to stop me. So just looking at the balance of power here, we look like we have decent chances. This is going to be probably about as hard as going in on the other side. I'd like to be in this at full power, but at the very least we can set ourselves to raiding so that we don't lose.
Let us make doom.
We don't lose health.
Rush me.
And that will keep us in range and everything. I think we're okay everywhere. Wouldn't be a bad idea to put this all the way up to the top, get some good public order going. Nor would it be a bad idea to put in the Balefire Hearth. But I think first,
This way.
just pop across the border here.
I foresee great spoons.
And upgrade Wartbad to a cursed city.
Darkness.
Yeah, that should be good. End that turn there. Empire still just sort of, I think, not sure what to do. I think the Empire is not sure exactly what what to do about this problem, I don't think. Good. Great. They're just going to wander into our line of raid. Public order +1 for every concurrent war with a neighboring province. That's a good ability to have. Ostermark have been obliterated. That has nothing to do with me. I guess that's Chaos doing stuff up there. Eastern Sylvania, raiding by the Redhorn Tribe. We're going to try to take care of that in the next turn or two. Send Ghost Army down here to replenish for 1 turn. And then we're gonna run up and punch these guys in the face because I'm none of this. Not okay with that. Here in Wartbad, we could upgrade the gibbet or the gallows, get a little bit more public order and money. Nah, I think we're just gonna head back over here, keep our money flowing in. We've gained a level here, which Aspect of the Dread Knight is very cheap, and Terror I think is more useful than Doom and Darkness. But at the same time, we could definitely use some more melee defense, because Soul Blight and Life Leeching by themselves, I mean that, and Spirit Leech together are sort of enough magic-wise, I think. Okay.
Drag them to our necrotic embrace.
So we now have a battering ram. Still doesn't think we have very good chances. Why doesn't it think we have good chances? That's the question. Well, they have an awful lot of artillery. And we don't have that many flying units, which is unfortunate. It is unfortunate that we don't have many flying units. Is there anything we could do to buff up the? I mean, this is 2 full stacks here. I think we can do it despite the negative odds. Only really the mortars are super dangerous in a siege battle. we're going to run up, and the Hellblaster volley gun can basically only shoot in a straight line, has no arc at all. I don't think you can get over the walls. So as long as we don't like walk up a street slowly into the Hellblaster volley gun, now watch me watch me go and do exactly that. And the cannons have, again, a very shallow arc. So if once we get up to the walls, I don't think they're going to be doing much. So I think this is going to go better than is indicated here. It's going to be another case where Ludwig's entire army gets decimated, and Kemmler's the one that goes in for the win. 125 Winds of Magic Power Reserve is crazy. Actually, the King is huge. Can we swap him into channeling stance? And then
Unleash undeath.
140 Winds of Magic. Okay, so I think we're going to go in with that. Excuse me. Yeah, so they don't have, I mean, they only have 4 handgunners. They do have 5 units of great swords, but with any luck, we can just sort of overwhelm them with numbers. The great swords don't seem to be a huge threat. I mean, they do kill lots of stuff, but what I'm really worried about are the handgunners, and really what made Altdorf a difficult siege was the Reichsguard inside the gates. I mean, it was once we got over the walls that we started having problems. All right, 12 magic. That's fine. We're not gonna start doing magic until we get in there. Okay, so I guess the question is, do we want to come in all from one side or from both? I think it's more to our benefit to come in from one side over here and have Kemmler's army come in from the other side so that the enemy does not put anyone on the walls over there. So this will be our distraction force, with zombies going in the front. We'll put a unit of skeletons on the battering ram, and I think maybe actually we'll just have we'll alternate zombies and skeletons in group 1, and they will go in on the ground towards the gate, like so. And we'll throw the corpse cart in there as well. Yeah, just like so. And we'll put the spearmen initially in the woods here. Try to get them hidden so they don't get shot to pieces first off. Yeah, that should come on. There we go. So yeah, that will be the spearmen, and similarly the crypt ghouls will try to get hidden as well. Okay, and that will be group 2, and they will go, so group 1 is going to try to go in through the gates, I guess, or actually maybe, yeah, group 2 will try to go up over the walls, and group 1 will go for the gates. We'll put the bats over, I guess just behind our main line, just so they don't get shot at first. We can put, this is Gregor. We can put Gregor into group 2. So he will go out in the woods here. He'll get up on the walls as well. And Ludwig, I think, is just going to stand in the forest for the first half of the battle, just so he doesn't get shot at. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and start the battle. Run these guys on up. And group 2 is going to Nope, not the gate. Behind the walls. Okay. So, we would like to get our bats in position to stop their artillery from destroying us. All these guys, I'm just going to send them to run at the gate for now. And then we'll sort out. So Kemmler and the vampire are all casters. I think we're just going to have to go up and over. And we have the Devils of Schwarzhafen, who can also get in here to do some work. Try to get these guys formed up nicely to do some work. So this will be group 3. 3 I said. So those guys will go in at the walls. Group 4 will climb the walls here. So the gunners are mainly behind the walls so far. Ludwig can get up to the gate now. Keep the corpse cart just on the side here. Oh dear. These bats are not having a good day. Get them moved right into the back there. So they can't be shot at. Send one unit of bats at the gunners. And one unit of bats at each of these cannons, or the Hellblaster volley gun maybe, just to try to tie them up. Send everybody in at the gate here. These spearmen seem unchallenged, so they're going to form up right here. As are these crypt ghouls right on top of them. So the bats are managing to do some sort of disruption here. Devils of Schwarzhafen as well. Hopefully we can get some damage into this artillery before it manages to do any work on us. I think we want to focus on that mortar crew more than anything. Okay, so I think we're going to try to keep this group healed up as they mount the walls. Put on Soul Blight here, just keep those guys hurt. This wall is open, which means that we should be getting in here. Send the spearmen up this way. Where is Gregor? Gregor should be up on the wall somewhere, unless Gregor might have been killed. That would be unfortunate, but he was up against great swords or something, so not unexpected, not entirely unexpected. Group 3 have managed to break through the wall here, so we're going to get them moved in here. Kemmler will move up behind them, along with our vampire. These guys on the wall, get into these handgunners, these guys over here, into the backs. Okay. Gustav should get up on here. We would like to try to surround them here. If we do this, that would be helpful as well. Keep the spearmen just lined up here to keep cavalry from coming in from behind where we can't see them. They should be out of line of sight of the mortars and things, though. Ludwig here. Need to try to keep things alive. Kemmler. And we should also throw in that Hellblaster volley gun crew is without their Hellblaster volley guns, so I'm not really sure what they're planning on doing here. Send these zombies up this way. Krell, get in there. Group 2 should get in here because they are anti-cavalry. These guys can stick up over here. You keep on fighting over there. Okay, these Empire Knights are giving us a little bit of trouble there, but I think if we send these forces in to help, it should clear things up. Krell needs to get into there. Nice, he's right here, man. Okay. So, if we could just throw some more zombies in here, that would be quite helpful. Where is Kemmler? He's walking on up. Our vampire can decrease their melee abilities here, which would be quite helpful. And things are swinging in our favor. These spearmen can go help up there. Empire Knights firmly taken care of.
Dark Hex, bleed them.
So these Empire Knights are taken care of. Still have some cannons and things going on here. Come on, guys. Okay. Normally you don't send them into halberds, but in this case we just want to get them finished off and off the map. We can also send our Vargeist in the back here. Really, this fight's been harder than it should have been because we didn't have quite enough in the way of Heinrich Kemmler. Yes. No, in the way of flying units. Because otherwise, things are going pretty well all over the map. So these units should all collapse down in this way. Gustav is for some reason running over that way. Krell in there. A bunch of these units are being underutilized here. Sounds like there's some gunners here somewhere. Here they are. Take care of them, they're gunners. Come on, get into the gunners. There we are, gunners taken care of. Okay, wrap around these halberdiers. Back from where? And we have some units just stowed up on the walls there because, I mean, why not, right?
Find me if you dare.
And there we go. So, going in the battle there. as usual, gives us a Pyrrhic victory because all our zombies and spearmen died. Zombies, spearmen, and bats. Also lost a whole bunch of skeletons, but and also maybe Gregor. I hope he's not dead. I hope he just got wounded. Yeah, big kill counts with the great swords there. Unfortunately, we didn't have anything really to stand up against them toe to toe. Okay, it looks like Gregor did survive with a 1 hit point. Pyrrhic victory. Big pile of money. And we are, oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. We are definitely going to sack Nuln. So, Crone for the White King, that's interesting. Leadership +5 in laying siege, auto size +15% when laying siege. Excellent. That's some carrion. A second Crone. Okay. So, Nuln, taken care of for now. I just want to check our... no, it's the Chaos Tomb Blade. No, it's the Cloak of Mist. Okay, so that did count for our raising or sacking count. So we sacked Nuln. That should further harm the Empire's income. We need to get back across the border into Grunberg. And
Break out.
I think we're going to send Gregor in as well. And maybe these Cryptghoul units. We'll swap Cryptghouls. Just because these ones are more damaged. And everything else I think I'm going to just collapse down the groups. Do we need to send something else down? Okay. How about these full health skeletons? Yeah. We will do, or skeleton spearmen, yeah. Okay. So, these zombies, which are almost dead, we'll just kick them out. How many these spearmen are there? Nope. Kick them out as well. Back into channeling stance here. So we've got lots of levels here. I think Gregor needs some help here. Melee defense is probably where he's lacking, and melee attack. He needs some of both. And we got a level on Ludwig, which is very nice. We could go and start heading down the second part of the tier, but I think he needs extra magic. That's where we're sort of lacking for poor Ludwig. So we now have a big old pile of money, so we can upgrade all kinds of things if we'd like to. So what would we like to upgrade? Doesn't really need anything in Eastern Sylvania. Apart from the Balefire Heath. Castle Templehof, I think what we're going to do is we're going to knock out the Gibbet and put in a Vampire Keep next turn with Rickart's help. So we'll just pop this in at full price, or are we going to wait? I think we'll pop this in at full price. I don't want to have to wait for any more time for that corruption to get instated. Then we'll go into Western Sylvania and do some building next turn, and then turn after that we'll be building things in Woodbad. So that was a good chunk of money pulled out of Nuln. The Empire really on the ropes now. Grenstadt is like only tier 2. They might come back and put some walls in there, but I think next turn we'll heal up, grab some more units, go in again, and then raise Nuln, or maybe take it for ourselves. I'm not sure which. Okay though, could build some things here as well. Another Balefire Heath. That's probably not a bad idea. So that's a whole bunch of money on Balefire Heaths, but they pay for themselves in the long term. So we really need to grow our brand. No, we need to grow the vampiric corruption basically everywhere. So there goes the Empire. That be off to Valdorf or somewhere else? I'm not sure. I think they're just trying to get away from us, though. But it's sort of sad because Nuln is supposedly their capital now. So there's some interesting choices made by Carl there. Okay, so they're continuing to raid through our lands there. Bretonnia and Bordello have confederated. Not good news for us. Raiding in Tempelhof. Well, that's at least less raiding than before. We can go in and attack them here. They only have one Cygor. So I think we are going to go ahead and do that with Gustav's Ghost Army. Declare war on them. Stop raiding me. I don't know what they thought was going to happen.
Move us.
Okay, so we don't have the garrison. We haven't actually... I mean, it says that it's going to be a complete stomp. For some reason, the auto-resolve still doesn't understand how good Cygors are. I think it is going to be an easy battle. We're going to fight it anyway because I don't think we've had any battles against the Beastmen in this Let's Play, and I'm keen to see one. So, probably an easy battle, but should be fun. I'd like to see all these ghosts and skeletons and Mortis engines and things. I'd like to see them all in play. The Mortis engine, if you're not familiar with it, it has an aura of damage to enemy units and an aura of replenishment to nearby allied units. So it's a quite a versatile unit. Oh, we do seem to have reinforcements coming in as well. So that'll make things easier. So the Cygor has armor piercing, but does not have magical damage. So that means that the Hex Wraiths and the Karen Wraiths are basically not going to be damaged by anything in this army. Put the Grave Guard on the flanks, I guess. And maybe we'll put the Kungstein Stalkers in there as well. I don't know. Sort of a weird setup, but this will be our primary force that will go in first. We will mix the poison with our armor piercing and put some skeletons on the flanks along with Rambert and no, I think the Mortis engine will be separate. This will be group 2. So they're going to sort of try to stay strung out and sneak around because they are more vulnerable to the Cygor's attacks. The Mortis engine should be fine. It's much faster than the Corpse Cart, so I'm not as worried about the weird problems that I had there. I mean, the Vargeists are meant to go around the back, and the Hex Wraiths will do cavalry things. We'll set them up over here so they're on the opposite side of this little hill. That may hide them, maybe, which would be good if it did. I'm just thinking if we put them all the way over here, they may actually be hidden. Probably not, but we'll see. And Gustav will go in his own group there. So, just like that, I think we're going to go ahead. This is supposed to be set up like this, with the Grave Guard on the flanks. So they'll go in nice and flat as well. Lock that group, start the battle. send them in. Group 2, I think we're going to send in spaghetti strings this way. And we're going to put the hex wraiths into the forest here. We can put the bats, just tell the garrison bats to go distract the Cygor for us. And the Mortis engine will get involved like so. I think these guys just tell them to run in. Gustav should push up as well and get the Vargeists up there. Try to maybe get in the back with them. We've got a lot of spears and things coming in once they're held down. Okay, so those are Minotaurs. Well, Minotaurs doing damage to the Cairn Wraiths. That's not good. Gustav, keep the Cairn Wraiths up. Alright, so the Mortis engine is also a sort of chariot, kind of. Send one group of the guys in here. Alright, then send them up here, and up here. Drop this down here. We can increase the melee defense of everything in the area. Alright, so the Vargeists need to give chase to these archers, along with the Hex Wraiths. Group 2 needs to get involved here. And basically we need to just keep chasing everywhere. Rembert should be able to help against the Minotaurs here, who are large, so we'll send in the spears as well. You have to keep chasing these guys, because otherwise they just turn around and come back on in. Science Stalkers taking a bit of a beating here. Throw down some more zombies here just to tie up their lord. People don't really want to fight a lord here. The Grave Guard do, though. Bats, get up in here. So bats get on them. Just keep on giving chase everywhere. And then we want to get our Crypt Lord into there. And it's going to give us a victory. So these guys are all going to keep trying to kill the Cygor. And is everyone giving chase to something? Looks like it. Alright. Go ahead and speed it up. Kill as many units as we can. Also their lord, if possible. Keep everybody replenishing. Is there any direct damage we can do to him? Doesn't look like it. Okay. That's their lord dead. I think we got everything. So we'll end the battle there. This is a decisive victory. Actually, they did retreat, didn't they? So Okay, big kills all around. Yeah. Overall, very good damage. Yeah, the Cairn Wraiths took more damage than I thought they were supposed to. They're meant to be reasonably hardy because of their well, I guess what it is, they regen really well because they don't have a lot of health, but they also resist normal damage by 80%. So that's what their gimmick is. I think we're just going to return the captives because I'm having fun with money. Escu is dead. Okay, they did retreat, but it seems like they're still here. Okay, well, I guess next turn we'll try to finish them off. There's 3 Minotaurs and some Spearmen left over. It's always annoying when it does that. Alright, so Ricker is going to head over this way. Deploy here in Western Sylvania, and we're going to build ourselves, where is it? Yes, the Forbidden Library. So that'll be more income. What do we need this for? Blood Knights, Hex Wraiths, Black Coach, and Mortis Engine. I don't think we need any of those here. We will definitely put in the Abandoned Woodsheds and the Haunted Mill, though. And while we're here and the cost is low, we might as well put the gallows up just to top up get the income as high as we possibly can in this region. Yes. So things are looking good over there. Heinrich has had a turn to replenish here. So actually, I think Heinrich will be the one to head over the border. Yes.
Yes.
There's Belagar Ironhammer here doing, I'm not sure what. I guess he's going after. I guess he's going after the Southern Grey Mountains here. Going after Skarsnik. So we can get in here after recruiting, but I done goofed up because it's Ludwig who wants to recruit units. So we're just gonna go in right to here. And we will raise a whole bunch of zombies, maybe some bats. That should be enough, I think. Yeah. Go ahead and raise them on up.
Destroy them. Kill them.
Heading to Nuln one more time. One turn for a battering ram should be enough.
Make them suffer. Let us make doom.
Okay, if we get just over the border, I just wonder if we're in reinforcement range. I don't think we're in reinforcement range yet. If we go across the border, we will take attrition, but that's okay. Well, I don't think they're not going to sally out against us, so we're just going to sit here in channeling stance and get ready for an attack next turn. Yeah, because things are looking good all over. Yeah. One thing that does have me a bit worried here is I don't know where the dwarves are. They seem to have taken Iron Rock back from the top knots, and that indicates they've taken Black Crag. So the greenskins are definitely not having a good time down there. So I think as soon as we're done dealing with the Empire here in Nuln, we're gonna have to make quick tracks down there to try to take care of the dwarves. But I think that's about the end of the episode for us. I hope everybody enjoyed watching. Please leave comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're really enjoying things. I'd love to hear your thoughts on stuff. And thanks again, and we'll see you here next time